Good morning and welcome everybody to the open stream. This is the Queen of the Hill match, and I'm joined in the booth with the one, the only, Sean Gretzinger. I actually remembered your name this week.
You did.
And,
Good morning. Thank you. It's
we're
good to
lucky
be here.
We're lucky to be set back up. We got all the cameras working for now. We'll see how it goes. As
Yeah, there's been a bit of a hiatus. You
Yeah.
had some excitement. You were out east.
Yeah, good stuff. So we got today we have Cheryl Erbrecht, and she's playing against Kelly Nickl. And we have
This is a
some
rematch.
confusion to begin with. So
This is a rematch. Do you remember?
I
About
do,
a month
actually.
and a half ago? Yes.
If you'd like them to wish for the leg of the game, or if it's reigning, if Kelly's the reigning queen and they're just flagging to see who's breaking.
I
Oh,
don't know
that's a
where
good
we
question.
stand. Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe,
You know what? Since Cheryl's
Kel-
coming back, I
Correct.
think
Kelly's
it's a good
the
idea for him
reigning
to
queen.
lag for the
Wait,
choice
okay,
of the
Chris.
game.
Chris jumped in.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yep. Kelly is the reigning queen.
Okay. Kelly's
So-
reigning queen.
Cheryl picked 8 ball, I'm assuming. And yeah, leg is.
All right, here we go. They got it figured out. We're not going to argue with them.
Right.
If they're happy, we're happy. All right.
Cheryl wins leg.
And we're playing 8 ball. Correct? Looks like.
Yeah, it looks
Race
like
to
it.
sticks, yeah.
Looks like it.
And so you said this was a rematch from.
It is. I want to say we've had a hiatus for a little bit, and then Cheryl had stepped back, and Kelly came back and played. I'm going to say it's maybe 4 weeks ago.
Okay. That seems right. It was right before we left. We obviously went to Connecticut and
Right.
took a few weeks off, as you say.
And Cheryl had won that match. I know Kelly wasn't happy with her performance and wanted to come back and play. But then Cheryl took a little hiatus. I think Kelly was expecting to play her when she came back and didn't. So this is now the rematch Kelly was looking for.
Nice. And we, with our trip, we gained some cameras, so we got some really nice new views, kind of, which
nice.
is cool.
Well, you
I
are
don't-
very lucky that you have Mr. Chris Gatanis.
I agree.
That seems to be the tech expert. When he speaks, I just listen
Yeah.
because it's all
Well, that's rare.
Greek to me. Okay, Chris, I know there are a lot of people that would say that
Just
same
playing.
thing.
I'm just.
What,
Well, we'll see.
what I said earlier to Cheryl is I said, I just come up with ideas, throw them at Chris, and he calms me down and does what's realistically possible without
Yeah.
the thing glitching out 99% of the time.
But he makes it
And,
happen.
and he knows all of it, so I don't like to give him too much credit. He's already got a big head. We don't need to make it bigger.
Chris, is
And
that
And
true?
I mean that literally.
Physically and literally.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But he should. The whole thing went glitch free. We had less glitches in the first 2 days than some other people get in 10 minutes.
I think I watched some of the stream, listened to your commentary. I thought it was fantastic.
Oh, here. The last match was on 8/13/2023. Our very own Patrick Glenn
Oh, great.
checking in.
Yeah, Patrick, I think that's the day you don't need to remind me of. When was the match between Cheryl and Kelly? Was it the week before that?
Oh, is that the week you played?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, if you could,
Oh, I
if you
see.
could call what I did playing.
I don't remember.
Laid an egg.
Well, she has a few issues with this rack. The 14 and the 2 would be one of them.
Well, she took stripes. I think
Yeah.
she might have been looking for a bump on the 2 on that 9 ball and didn't get it.
Combination goes here. I'm assuming that's what she was trying to do. Maybe not, though. Yeah, she's going to stick with it. She rolled a little further than she would have liked to, so now it's a bit of a back cut. Went hill, Cheryl won. Yeah, so now he's reminding you some more.
Well, that's okay. You can talk about that match. I
Oh.
was down 0-5 against Kelly.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Didn't quite cut it enough. when you're cutting across the face of a ball like that, it throws forward just a little bit, so you have
Right.
to actually overcut that ball slightly in order to make it. That's why those get so tricky like that, especially when you're off angle.
And combos are always tricky anyway, even when they look easy, because you really have to think about not losing that first object ball and leaving yourself with a shot. How many times do you see someone down on the rail and they've got two and they play the combo and then they end up with no shot on the second ball?
Oh, he's correcting you. Says, no, Sean, you last played on 8/27/2023.
Oh, thank you. Again, don't need a reminder. But thank you, Patrick.
Well, kick into nowhere. She didn't get a hit, so she's going to give up ball in hand to Cheryl. A little disappointed in that.
And
She would've
Cheryl
liked to at
only
least
has
touch
an
it.
issue really with the two. She might be thinking about how she moves that.
Oh, we want to remind everybody to make sure you're sharing. We're kind of broadcasting the Queens and Jesters and Knights a bit different than we have, so we're going to utilize the open stream, which we set up quite a while ago, and kind of get everything over there. We just want you guys to have a spot where we can have more and more matches like this. So. Well, I almost felt like she hit that too slow. It felt like it was going
Right?
to
Was
stop.
maybe not going to get there.
Got the
And I think she
Wisconsin
left herself.
Billiard Hall of Fame up over there.
The big banquet and tourney coming up this weekend. Yeah? This following weekend?
Yeah, that's actually starts on Friday. We've got the banquet on Friday night. We've got, I tell you, from a technical standpoint, we got a lot to do. We remove everything from that back room, get it set up for the banquet of 130 people, and then that same night we have to have playable tables back there at the end of the banquet so that we
Wow.
can run the chip tournaments. So yeah, it should be an interesting.
Are people still
transition.
able to go online to the Wibhoff site and register for the banquet and the tournament? Or have we hit that
nope,
deadline?
I think we're done. Yeah.
Okay.
I think today is the last day to sign up for the tournament. So if you haven't, get on over.
In reality, Cheryl had two balls in a little bit of trouble. She chose to move to start with the 7. I'm curious to see how she's going to work her way around to getting that 2 ball maybe out of trouble.
Have you seen her bank before?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, she's got. If you haven't,
That's
you're
true.
about to see it because
Yeah,
I think you're
I
going to
think
see
that's what it's going to be.
even here maybe. No, she's going to play to the corner. I don't know what she's going to. It's tough because the only ball you can realistically, I think, see getting position on would be the 3 ball here. Anything else is tough. And the 3 is not easy. We'll overcut. And Kelly going to get a... Those are kind of your kind of pants. Those are like 70s paisley.
Yeah. Yes. And Kelly had even asked me a few weeks ago if I liked her pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe Manina asked me at pool the other night if it was the 70s because I had a similar pair of pants on. I
It all
said,
it all
Pete
comes
Besha
back
got
around,
the
doesn't it?
memo. He was wearing his tie-dyed shirt.
Right. It all comes around.
It does. You
See
know
it
what?
over
Wear
and
it with
over.
confidence. You can get away with anything. Uh-oh. That was a little bit of wiggling on her part. I think thinking about her next shot, we'd do that. Did you watch any of the U.S. Open, Kendall?
I did, yeah. Watched a little bit of Jason Shaw playing.
Yeah,
I watched.
when he was playing. Who'd he lose to? That not Slovakian young man.
Yeah, he played well.
He did, especially the beginning. I thought he was going to maybe run away with it and somewhere. Palachek? I can't think of the young man's last name or pronounce it correct, but you know who am I talking about?
I actually am
No, okay.
horrible with names.
Okay.
So, I'm watching the fact that I'm going to be purchasing a new Switch. I think.
Oh,
I just the Switch that we have is struggling keeping up with all the cameras. So.
oh.
Now it's moving again. Well, this is a mess yet. She's got the 3, knock that out. Or correct, she's solids here.
She is solids.
Yeah. Got the 3.
That's what I would do. I would try to move the 2 here.
I don't mind this either. She might try and move the 2
Right.
with this shot. But I think I prefer the cut of the 3 just
3.
because you got the 2
Mhm.
there to stop you for the 5. The thing is, bank the 2 now.
I think that's going to be her best choice.
Got about as good of an angle as you're going to get. And you got
Exactly.
the 14 there, so you can hit it solid still.
Right.
Just run into that 14 to hold it there. Yep. Calls it cross side. Got all of our juniors today. It's good to see fresh faces. We got actually 1, 2, 3. We got four brand new guys today.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I see some faces I haven't seen before. I see Julie Shanicki has her grandson here, Levi.
Yep.
She said he shot on the table for 5 hours the other day with Jeff Tisch.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, him, we just turned his feet. Let's see if he remembered. We turned his feet, and I had him loosen up his left arm. But he's a good player. He hits the ball good. Considering he's still sidearming it because he's not quite tall enough.
Right. Who is it? Is it Keith? You know who I'm talking about? Sidearm pro player from years ago. Keith,
Oh,
what's his name?
McCready?
Yeah, McCready. When I watch him play, I'd
It's
be
like
like,
a nightmare,
what?
isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Playing the combination. Gets
she's
it
got it.
setting up. Oh,
Well,
she's got the 13. Never mind. I was looking on the
missed-
small screen.
Yes,
I'm like,
I missed
she's-
the 13 too, and
Yeah.
I was thinking, it looks like she's.
Another combination
Yeah.
is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of spin on that ball. Well, now you might
Well,
as well
there
just
you
shoot
might
that
as well.
10. Sometimes those ones in the middle are the tough ones.
I agree.
So I think getting it out of here is probably a good plan. She could shoot the 15 yet if she wanted to stick to it.
And we're both wrong. I would probably have taken the
But
10.
oh, wow.
Oh.
'Kay.
Well, she just showed us, didn't she?
There's 100 ways to skin a
There
cat.
is, yeah.
I don't know if it's even appropriate to say anymore. I would
I don't
never
know
skin
either.
a cat.
I wouldn't either.
Where would that even come from?
I don't know.
Who was skinning cats?
Yeah.
And how did they know so many ways to do it?
Oh, now she rolled further than what she wanted. That's why she slapped the table.
This is a good angle. It's
Yeah,
a
it's
natural
okay.
angle.
It
Just
is.
center ball
Yeah.
hit. Maybe,
Just roll
maybe
around.
a little low to
two-
stretch it
two
out.
rails. And she's going to be perfect.
I would have went a little low on that just to
Mhm.
stretch that first angle a bit. There's Patrick, proudly wearing his Mad Apple Extreme jersey.
Oh, awesome. Those are nice looking. I haven't seen that before. Those are new, huh?
Yeah.
And speaking of new, I don't have the stonemason shirt either. Where do I find out about those?
He's back now.
Okay.
So he will.
So talk to Mason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every time I see someone sporting the shirt, I think, well, I want one.
Yeah, they're nice. There we go.
So Kelly's on the board.
1-0. Race to 6. 8 ball. See who the queen is.
Do you have those stream shirts for sale right now?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Those were for our event.
Oh, they were for your event. So they were special. The rest of us don't get to participate, is what you're saying.
Correct. Those are the best. We used to, well, and we have to do it again. We used to only have certain shirts that we would give to our state players too, and teams that played for us
Oh,
at states.
right.
And we would keep those unique. But we kind of let up on that. But I like that idea.
I do too. Who doesn't like to feel special? Dropped a strike.
Take a look at our overhead
The
here.
13 is off the table.
15's there.
No, 13, I
Oh,
said.
13.
Sorry, I did not
Oh, I'm deaf.
enunciate.
Yeah, I'm deaf.
But
Ask my wife,
based
she'll
on the
tell you.
9 and the 12, I'm thinking she may elect to go with solids.
Yeah, solids are really wide open.
They are.
3 in the side, 7 in the
7
side,
in the side,
5
yep.
in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And the 8's not even in trouble, so.
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. I didn't expect
Well,
that.
now she messed him up because
She
now the
did.
3 and the 7 are
Don't
just as
go,
bad
right.
as the 9 and the 12 were.
Hmm.
Rush that ball a bit.
So you did catch a little bit of the U.S. Open finals or not?
I watched the whole
Oh.
finals, actually. Well, I think I started watching when it was 3-3.
Now, I'm not going to disclose anything because I'm sure there are people that haven't watched it yet, and I got up early to watch it, picked up my phone, accidentally went to Google, and the first headline told me who won. And I'm
Perfect.
like, no.
It's still a good match to watch, though.
It was.
Regardless of if you know
Oh,
who
there
won or
was some.
didn't.
There was some good pool.
Yeah, because at some points you were like,
Impressive, yeah.
how, no.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. But there were also some uncharacteristic misses that I maybe haven't seen before. That surprised
Yeah,
me.
I mean, I think that's a lesson to all pool players to understand. As hot as Federgorst is, and as good as he plays, these guys run streaks just like you and I do.
Right.
You know, and I talk about that all the time, how they still have, like, downs. Their downs are just way higher than most other people's ups.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You know, but they
Yeah.
they have little, you know, whether it's a learning phase, whatever it is, where they're applying something to their game that's new or whatever it might be.
Now, if she, I'm
Off the
sorry to
three
interrupt
here.
you,
Oh,
but
yeah.
if she uses the 3 ball here, she can maybe get her balls out of trouble.
Perfect.
And she did.
Caught just enough of
She
it.
did. Opened it up.
12 was still kind of trouble.
In today's pro circuit, do you have some favorites that you like to watch?
I've learned some new favorites. I mean, I honestly, you know, that's why it's hard if I go and do the match that we did. I
Mhm.
don't know enough about the current players, you know what I mean?
Right.
So some of the things that way.
Yeah, just when I think I've got my favorites down, someone new enters the stage, and I'm like, why haven't I seen this person before? And they've been around. They just hadn't been on the radar. But there are some fantastic young players. Wow. I do like to watch Jason. He's fun. And he's very good in the booth, too. When I listen to him in the booth stream, and he's laughing all the time, it just makes it enjoyable to listen to him comment. Plus,
Well,
there's nothing wrong with that Scottish brogue that's kind of fun to listen to.
Yeah, it was good to get to know him a bit. He's a nice guy. I told him it makes it harder for me to hate him when he's on the Moscone team.
Yeah, exactly. Mm. And speaking of the Moscone team, there's only one player on each the European and American teams that's kind of nailed a spot, right?
Again, you're going to put me on the spot. I
Oh,
wish I
okay.
had time to follow all that much
No.
more than I do.
Well, I think
I'm kind of a
I think
after the fact
FSR is he's in.
Yeah, I think that sounds correct.
And for the Europeans, it would be Josh Filler. I think those are the two that have nailed down a spot. But now I'm going to be much more excited to watch it this year because I've familiarized myself with a lot more of the players.
Yeah, and we play it here live all the time while it's on.
And that is December, isn't it?
December 6th through the 9th. And it's in London again this year.
Mm-hmm.
Total prize fund is $375,000, almost a half a million.
Wow.
Like almost as much as last place in any other sport.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. It's going up. I mean,
Right.
Matchroom just keeps continuing to help us build, and it takes time, you know.
Oh, Kelly's finding this awkward to bridge over the 3. So she's taking a deep breath. I think she's going to want to get down and get that 1 off the table after this. Seems the logical route. Oh, here's where she's wishing she had big hands.
So the Moscone Cup has been played 14 total times, and Europe has won how many of those 14 times?
Oh, scary many, I'm afraid.
I'm sorry, 15 times.
So I don't know if that I'm even going to hazard a guess.
Moscone Cup winner 11 times has Europe been out
Wow.
of 15. And the last time that we actually won was
Oh, again, you're asking me, I don't know.
2022.
Oh,
Europe in 2021, Europe in 2020, 2000. It as of recent years, it's gone more back and forth.
I will be interested to see on the American side who. Oh, look at that. Kelly is starting to habitually do things she normally doesn't do. I'll be interested in seeing who eventually ends up on the team. It's 5 players. Am I right? No?
Yeah, 5 total.
And Jeremy Jones is the captain.
Oh, it looks like Sky Woodward is on the team.
Oh. Yeah, I misspoke. What am I talking? You didn't even correct me. FSR would be the European that is in, and Sky Woodward, the American. I totally screwed that up, people.
So
Sorry.
What we know is Ralph Eckert is captain, and Francisco Sanchez Ruiz is the
pick on the European squad. Yeah, and I
Jeremy
said American.
Jones,
Yeah.
And then Sky Woodward
is the American. What? That's made it. Yeah. Now that you say it, I'm like, I knew that. I can't believe I even said FSR. I know he would be European.
You can tell that Matchroom is European because they put their dates wrong. 16/8/23.
Yeah, they always. Yeah, it's for them. It's the day first, and then the month, and then the year. Yeah. And they would say, "We're doing it wrong. Month, day, year."
Yeah.
Well,
Getting out the
Cheryl
grid,
has
yeah.
a chance again. Kelly had a really good opportunity to go out there. She just lost focus on that 3 ball.
It's tough. Tough to get a good stroke to come around as far as she needs to here without double hitting the ball
Right.
a little bit. You can't really draw it necessarily. So
Will a
this
little more right spin help in that circumstance, or I suppose you take even a bigger
you
chance
just
of
got to
missing
not
the
follow
pocket?
through and
Yeah.
get rotation on the ball to make
Oh
up for it.
boy. Well, she didn't give the 3 necessarily away on an easy one, but Kelly can put a stroke on that 1 ball and come back down for the 3, and could call that a day. I don't know that the 8 goes past the 9 to this corner. It looks like it maybe does. Oh. No. When I look out at the table from the window,
Not
it
if
doesn't
it
look
goes,
like
oh
it goes.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking right down it. No,
Yeah.
it does
No, it
not
doesn't.
go
Oh
past the
boy.
9.
Okay, just for the record, Kelly did not make these mistakes when she and I shot
Right.
in August. Yeah. Oh boy.
Opting for this combination.
Mhm.
Is she? Just double check the line. This is another one where you got to back cut it and you're cutting across the face of it. So
So you
got
got
to
to cut it a
overcut
little bit.
just
Yes,
a little bit.
extra.
Well, it looked like it went pretty center hole there.
Mm-hmm. Well, now it looks like she could get on the other side of that 9 with a right angle here. Just play off the rail back to the other side, similar to where that chalk is sitting. And on the screen, it looks like she's got enough angle. If she puts a little left spin on it, huh? Maybe she wouldn't even have to.
Yeah, I think just below center. Nice stroke. It'll come out good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you need much left or right, but that's hard to tell from here too.
It is.
Yeah. She'll hit it a little bit low and push it to the rail and back over.
Oh,
That'll
she
work.
it will work.
What are we thinking?
I know, but
You had me
the window,
convinced,
well,
right?
the window seems so small from that side. But she played that perfectly.
Well, she needs these 2 to tie things up in this race to 6.
Oh, she's
Good
going to be happy
shot,
with
good
that.
speed, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, she played that well. Chris must not like something. He's coming out to adjust.
Yeah, the tail there, we can't get it
Oh.
working. For a second there, I was watching and it felt like our camera froze up because she was holding so still. I'm like, oh, don't tell me everything froze.
Cheryl puts it away, ties it up 1-1.
Yeah, we got the nice extreme banner in the background there that was given to us by Ara and Jason from our event.
Very nice.
We got to
Yeah,
bring
I
that
noticed
back
it
with us.
yesterday when I was in here. I noticed the banner. Looks good.
What awesome people they were.
Yeah, what a great opportunity. You think you're going to get more of that? How often does he do that kind of thing out there?
Well, we hopefully are. I mean, we were working with Matchroom quite a bit, which was awesome. They were there the whole time and decided to push us.
Oh.
So that's a good compliment.
You know, speaking of the US Open, what surprised me is up until the quarterfinals, I mean, you could watch, but there was no commentary for the
Yeah.
games, and I was like, that's really disappointing. It's a US Open and there's no commentary on the games?
Yeah, they want to put a value to. I mean, I understand what they're doing. What I want to get us to is the point where our audience isn't who's paying to watch the event.
Right.
You know, the audience should be the product,
Mhm,
kind of.
mhm.
You know, I mean, so hopefully we can build big enough audience for pool in general, and that's what Matchroom is doing. I mean, that's what they're working on doing, and I'm sure just like everything, it'll evolve. But do you want the stand? Do you want the stand too?
So right now it's 1-1. They had an issue.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, 1-1 is the score, so it's not scoring. All these I'm glad we didn't have these problems when we were there,
Yeah, no
Right.
kidding.
and it could have. And I mean, that's just more accolades to Chris for his planning. Made a couple of balls, left a cluster in the middle. Look at that. 11, 8, 14, 13. No, it's not quite there. I don't know. I think you start, 7, just
Yeah.
because it's a makeable ball and you can get up on the 2 there. There's room. The 8's probably the worst than the 3. 4's got a pocket. 1's got a pocket. That's always an option too. Miss. Let your opponent deal with the first part.
Right. I have
But
a
yeah, we
feeling
gotta
Kelly's just
get
gonna
our
start.
sport to the point where advertisers find it worthwhile to pay. I'm not saying anything Matchroom doesn't know, and they have a plan. I know, and just meeting with some of the people that we met at Shaw's event just makes you feel good to know that it's in good hands. You know, and that you got people that are doing the right thing to help grow our sport. So hopefully one day there'll be enough advertisers that you, I, and all the fans don't have to pay to enjoy the, I don't know.
Right.
It's one thing to go there to watch it, but
Yeah, it's always a little bit of a scramble to find. Am I looking on YouTube? Where am I going to find these matches? Hunting and pecking a little bit. I was kind of surprised at the order she took there. I was thinking she'd maybe take the 6 first and use the 7 to get back down on that end of the table. But that one ball it looks like goes in the side.
yeah, tough to. You got to get up on the 6. At 3 is still just trouble.
It is.
Well, she went.
And she didn't get down.
She was
to the
trying to get
2.
up for the 2.
I think she was, and
yeah.
so she could use it to get. Now it will be interesting to get back down. Oh, it looks like Chris solved the tablet situation. Score is
Yeah,
now,
we're
right?
still.
Yeah.
I still see things that are happening that maybe other people aren't noticing. All right, she played safe here. Is that what I
No,
said?
she decided to play the 2 off the rail rather than try to take the 6 off the table, which wasn't going to help her situation.
No, I feel like she's off on this. Overcutting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd see it from the overhead.
Yeah. And that did not open up the 8, but opened up the 2-3, which gives Kelly maybe some options. And she's looking at the 3 in the side. I can't tell. Can she see that 2 past the 10?
I can't quite tell either. We
Yeah.
can maybe take a look at the end racket and see if we can tell from there. But
Obviously not what she wanted. She was maybe going to use the 2 to
yeah, it
break out that 8.
doesn't look like she can
No,
see
it
past
doesn't.
that.
Not an ideal situation to have
The
to get the
overhead-
breakout on the
The
8.
overhead
Right?
almost
The
makes it look
overhead
like you
makes it
can.
look,
Yeah.
but it's the overhead stretches, and sometimes it's not the exact view.
I think she can actually see it. Even from
Okay.
here, I feel like she can see it. But maybe she doesn't like where she's. I don't know. If she does cut that 2, she might catch the 9, but I don't know that she gets the 8 anywhere. and whether or not you
putting
get back
like
on the 6.
low right on it wouldn't draw that more into the 8, Kendall?
Yeah, possibly. Again, no, yeah, plenty.
Well, there
She didn't
goes.
get out on the 6 though. Was
No, she
part
did
of the
not.
issue.
Mm. She called it in the side. She's going to try to catch the back side of the 6. And she hit it.
Yeah, I'm surprised with that kick. She didn't try it in the corner.
Yeah. Well, everything is wide open for Cheryl. Let's see what she can do.
Well, she's hoping to make it 2, I'm sure. I'll fix it.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, she's not leaving herself in the ideal spot on any shot. seems to hug up against the rail with a little bit of angle.
Everything's a bit of work.
Yeah. Is she looking at a safe? I think she's looking at a safe on the 14.
Well, she's not cutting now.
No.
She looks like she's cutting that. Well,
Oh, I think she was trying to place. Well, maybe not. When I was looking at the overhead view, I thought she was hitting the left side of the 14, but the way she hit that, yeah, she maybe was just trying to push it into the pocket without giving Kelly an easy shot. Mm.
sorry, I'm trying to give my bartender
I
the
heard- yeah,
permissions he needs.
I
so-
see that. Oh, that's fine. Just going to start with the 14. Well, she's looking at the 12. She's looking at the 11. But I think what's going through her mind is she doesn't want to miss the 12 and just give the easy out to Kelly. This way she could roll the cue ball down and come back at the 12. Oh boy.
Just don't scratch.
Just exactly
That's the
what
only
she didn't
thing
want to do. Yep.
Can't do.
Yep. She wants that back. Well, 2 balls here for Kelly, and she goes up. Left herself nice on the 8 ball. Oh, no.
Boy, oh boy. Forgot to
Yeah.
cut that one. So Cheryl with another try here. She's probably going to play safe would be my guess. Try and leave her up on the end rail somewhere.
Right. That would be my guess as well. She doesn't like to give anything away.
No, well, that might not be so great.
No. That's kind of an ideal angle to bring that 8-ball right back. And that's what she's going to do. And in it goes.
Smokes it in.
She did. 2-1.
Take a look at that again.
You can always hold off on your match for a little bit. Worst case, you go to the losers bracket. Worst.
We'll watch it one more time, I guess, because I'm paying attention to the conversation outside the booth. But it was a good shot, so worth watching again. And Kelly will be up to break here, leading 2-1.
There goes the 9-ball.
That's
A little
pretty
bit
good.
nicer break. Yeah, it's a
Pretty
good break.
good, yeah. 9-ball is, or I'm sorry, the 13 is maybe a little questionable how finding a pocket for it. But definitely workable.
What do you think? What would you take?
Definitely stripes. you
Yeah,
know.
I think so too.
Getting out of here clean is tough.
Oh,
she didn't.
no. Oh, boy.
There was no real great
Yeah.
line to get out of there. It was part of the issue.
Right. Oh, just made it to the rail.
Had a big cribbage tournament here at the Mad Apple over the weekend.
I see that. It's still going on, right?
Yep, they're just finishing up. So 60 plus players.
60 plus players. How many are you down to now?
They're down to I think like 4 tables. So is that 6 per table? So 24. Yeah, they normally have 80 plus, but he said they had like 4 weekends in a row. What's he doing? He's trying to get somebody else's attention.
Who
I
are
saw
you?
him.
Who are you looking at?
Taylor Collar.
Oh. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, Cheryl had her shots at that last rack, gave up a few, and gave Kelly an opportunity to still take that rack. Let's see if she can get through this rack without giving Kelly so many shots.
I don't feel like we've seen the best from either one of these players yet. They both have capability of running the table, and they've just not, neither one of them has really put it all together today yet.
Well, it's going to be against the plan there, too, I think. So she'll end up having to take the 1 here. Could possibly shoot the 7 in the side past the 14 and deal with the rest of those a little later. Looks like she might be doing that. Seven to the 6 to the 1 to the combination on the 3-4 or 4-3. Oh, look at that. Off the 14 even. A nice little bump there.
Well, now she may be better off taking the 1 and getting on that combination.
Yeah, I like that. Slide in behind the 4.
Mhm.
Between the rail and the 4. It's a good angle to do that from.
Now, on that previous shot, would you have just used some kind of extreme inside spin on the 1 to get back? Because it looks like you could have almost gotten back over here and taken the 4 to the opposite corner, or not.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, again, from
Actually,
here
when I
it's so
look
much
out at the
harder.
when I look out at the table, it doesn't look doable.
Yeah, it's tough.
Mhm.
She had it, she just rolled out a
She
little
did,
too far
yeah.
on that first shot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she is opting for the 6. Guess she feels she's going to get that
I'm
lead on
surprised
the
she's
1.
going that way.
I am a little bit, but they have
If I was
proven
shooting a
us
6, I'd
wrong
be shooting
before.
the other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has to shoot their own game and what they're
Right.
comfortable with, but doesn't always make it right.
Oh, she's not going to like this, I don't think.
Roll up into that 3 and just leave the cue
Yeah,
ball on the
that's
rail.
what she's going to do now.
I don't know. She left her some shots here.
It's
9
maybe a
ball's
little
still in
firmer
trouble.
than she needed or wanted to do. But, yeah, not easy.
Got her Jesters match coming up after this.
Who's on the slate for the Jesters? Do you have that information right in front of you?
I do. Go back and look, but I do.
I would have thought she would have taken the 15 in the side. I'm not sure what Kelly's doing here. Oh, she's taking the 13 all the way down. Oh, and she didn't want that. Well, good opportunity for Cheryl with that scratch. The thing you absolutely don't want to do with ball in hand is scratch.
Yep, and current knight is Jeff Martin, and he is being challenged by Mike Bunnell Jr. And then our Jesters match, which is going to be on here after this match, is going to be our current Jester, our very own Patrick Gwynn.
Oh, great.
And he is being challenged by Vince Dido.
Oh, Vince came back. Vince was
Yep.
the reigning Jester for a number of weeks.
He was.
That'll be
yep.
a good match.
Yep. Pat's feeling good, and I know Vince plays good too.
And
So that will be a great match.
Jeff for the Knights, he's reigning for how many weeks?
Quite a few.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
think
exact
so.
numbers, but I know he's been here at least 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Pat's not listening to us right now. He's playing
Otherwise,
pool,
he'd be correcting
or
us.
he'd
Yeah.
be telling me.
Yeah, I know. He is Mr. Stats.
I should just tell him he should give me that information when he publishes it to us.
Well, I think she's going into the side pocket. Hmm.
Yeah, it's either that or back cut it
Mhm.
up here in the corner, but again, it's personal preference, what you're
Mhm.
comfortable with. Got to be careful because you got
I
in-betweens here. You could draw it in the side and you could push it
Right.
into the corner, but
Yeah.
so you got to get
And
right
she
between those.
did have a shot like that a game or so ago and went in the side and did have the scratch.
Rick White checking in. Thanks, Rick. What's going on? Make sure you share for us, bud. We got to get people over to the open stream channel here. Great shot. And did she avoid the scratch?
Oh,
She
no.
did not.
Oh, boy. Well, that gives Kelly a big bit of a lead here. 3-1.
Dead center
But Cheryl's a
pocket.
fighter, yeah.
She made it. Just,
I think she thought she could avoid the scratch by just stroking slowly. But that cue ball had other plans.
Yep, it sure did. All right, so Kelly to rack. Leading now 3-1. Race to 6. Well, Cheryl just didn't stroke that quite hard. You had to hit that a little bit stiffer, I think. Draw it just a little bit.
I think so.
Because she did get to that side rail, just not quite as high up as she would have liked.
Right.
This is one of our new cameras. This camera actually does a lot, but it's you can see a little bit of the cribbage tournament finishing
yeah,
up
I see
back
that.
there.
Yeah, I wonder how many players are left. I've seen people leaving. Must have gotten knocked out. And the tables were full this morning when I arrived, so. Do you play cribbage?
I do, yep.
Yeah, I do too.
We're
good
from
game.
Wisconsin.
I know.
Only one. I don't play sheephead, though.
I play, but my husband will tell you I play badly, so
Poorly.
I don't play. He'll be like, "You never do that." I'm like, "But I just did it."
And thanks for that, Rick. We really appreciate it. Well, this is a good break. She just ended up on this end of the table. And at 9-5. I think I still like stripes here, using the 12 to break up
Break
the 9-5.
out that 9, yeah.
I think I'd shoot the 14 right here to set for the 12 for that break.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you can see the 15. If you can see the 15 here, I'd do the same thing. I'd shoot the 15 to set for the break on the 12 on the 9 with the 12.
I think she can see the 15.
Then I think that's the way to go, because then that 14 is a lot more natural coming
Right.
off the break. She looks
And
like
she's
she's
looking
not
at
going to listen.
solids. No.
I feel like you got trouble with the 2 and the 5 if you shoot at
Yeah, and it's
solids
not
here.
wired. I mean, using the 2 on that, it's not a combination. It does not, that 5. Well, now you look at this view, and
Yeah,
it
I
looks
know
like it
that.
could catch the edge, doesn't it?
It could. We'll let her shoot.
Right. We don't get to play, just commentate.
The overhead.
Oh, two. Which one? This one? Probably needs auto zoom. Oh, it's lagging? Yeah, that camera needs to go.
I'm impressed with you understanding any of that, Chris.
It's like charades.
Yeah,
You do it so many times, though. He knows
Yeah.
exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you didn't get the jitter.
I d-
It just looked like I had a lot of coffee. Oh, yeah.
The other thing is, how soon are they going to open up the tables back there for the tournament? I don't know if that bench is moving stuff around or what.
He's supposed to be. I'll work on it. Why not? Fix the menu. I can do anything from here.
Is the Patrick Vince a rematch? Didn't they play each other a few weeks ago? Now Patrick would be able to tell us.
Yeah. Did you see the dumb blank look you got on my face when you asked that? Hey, everyone's kind of wondering if you come to set up this table. Okay, I'll telephone. Yeah, right. You need to get this, so. All right, I'll telephone. Okay. Well, 3-1, and
Kelly
Cheryl really
she
needs
just
to get this
poked.
going here.
Kelly just poked at the ball again.
7 times long.
Oh, okay. Well, I can walk over. I mean, I could be like, you can message him, I guess.
What am I doing wrong?
Was a busser / dishwasher last night. Thank you very much.
You were?
Yeah, wow. I am a man of many talents.
I guess. I've done both of those in my day too.
Me too. That's why I don't want to do them now.
I know. I waitressed, car hopped, all of that. Although dishwashing, I only did it one night
Yeah.
at a supper club, and the people in the kitchen were so mean to me.
Right.
I quit after one day.
Yeah.
That's the only job I've ever quit like right away. But I'm like, nope, not having that. Not having people being mean. And I was only 16.
Yeah, it's tough to keep that job employed.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Okay, you said Cheryl had to get something going. Now I think Kelly's got to get something going here. She's not been on her game.
Hopefully they've got the tables under control. Otherwise, I might have to go out there and help them move some tables. Just to make sure that we have enough for the tournament. Yeah, did you see the back of those shirts? Got the big logo.
Yeah,
across
that
them.
looks really good. Oh, he's saying they're almost done. I can go out there and help him too. I mean, I can take instruction.
You're
You
gonna
can
move
stay here.
tables?
Well, you don't pick them up and move them. I mean,
Do you know where to
use
put 'em?
apparatus. No, but I have
Neither
do
do
with
they.
them. Oh,
That's
it
why I
would be, it
feel
would be
the
the
need to have to
blind
go
leading
out
the
there.
blind. Then
Yeah,
is what
right.
you're saying. Yeah.
3 blind mice.
Yep.
Well, she looks like she's set on playing that 9 in the side. She's touchy little shot.
Are you the 13 you mean?
Or 13, yeah. What did I say?
You said the 9. It's okay.
It's kind of, oh, no.
They're close.
She changed her mind
She did.
Here. 15 in
I-
the corner, I think, or 10 in the side.
No, she's shooting at the 10. Yeah, and that might be what she's...
No, 15 in the corner.
Oh, boy. I'm really bad. I'm really bad at knowing what they're doing. Oh, that just really surprised me.
Well, safety it is because she is hooked on the 2 for
She
the
is.
4, and she's hooked on the 14 for the 3. And even if you add the 3, there's no open pocket for it necessarily.
Right.
So I think you're going to
And
see
there's
another
no,
safety.
yeah, there's no benefit really for her with doing anything with that 2.
I think
she
I'd
just-
try and run this up and try and snug it up between that 9 and the
Mhm,
4 off the
mhm.
6.
Right.
So come off that
I
6.
agree.
and-
Yeah, take away the 14, 13,
just-
take away all the balls down the table if you can get it over there.
Yeah, even if you're sitting tight on the 9, it doesn't
Mhm.
hurt you.
Right. Oh, bless you. Too dumb to find the switch on that fan. Does it have more than one speed? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't ever sit over there.
It's warm over here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or maybe I can turn this one.
That's okay. I've got ice water. I'm good. She played the 2? I'm terrible. I missed what she was doing, trying to
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
trying
so-
to fix the fan, and I missed what she did.
I'm surprised she's playing this 4 right now. Oh, she's not. Oh, 14.
She's
okay,
playing the 14. She's trying to break that 9 out.
You're bad. I don't even know who's got what.
That's
There's a
okay.
good
I had
shot.
FSR playing for the Americans, so I'm the one that wins the dunce
I
contest
guess.
today. Oh, boy. I'm embarrassed I even said that.
All right, so I can't
She
tell what
could-
she's doing here. If she's
I
gonna
think she's
just
back
rail us.
cutting.
Yep, back cut it was.
Oh, boy. And scratches. A lot of scratches today. But then it didn't feel like either one of them's capitalizing on the scratch either.
Still
they're
had
not
my
running out.
sunglasses on my head. I don't know how I did that. Headphones, hat, and sunglasses. Never even knocked them down.
Is that a Mad Apple hat? Oh,
We got
that's
lots
nice.
of those up
That's a
front.
nice looking hat.
Yeah, wait, they're in the cabinet up between the restrooms.
Okay.
We even have some earthy colored ones. I know you'd probably like.
Earthy colors.
like
good.
brown.
Yeah. No, I like earthy colors. That's good.
Now's the time. Cheryl's got to take advantage here. She's got a fairly straightforward run here. She just got to get on the 6 would be the only thing that. That's not a great angle
No,
off
she's
the
kind of
4,
straight
but
on the
she,
4.
she could play the 2 and just push
Right.
forward a little bit.
Yeah.
You can't hit the 4 though. You push behind the 9.
Yeah.
So if she can just shoot this 2 and get above the 4 and one rail across, she should have the 6 next. She bumps the 4, she's going to get in trouble.
Oh.
Just like that, but that's what I'm saying. If you
yeah,
push
she
too
got
far-
behind the 9.
You get too far
Yeah.
behind the 9. This will go off the rail first.
It looks like it.
Almost 50%. She's got to hit just about in line with where the 9 would contact the
Right.
rail.
Let's see where she hits the rail.
And don't hit it too hard.
Yeah, it looks like she's.
Nope.
Too far down.
Yeah, and she's
She
going
hit
to
too
leave
far
Kelly
down. She
perfect
is.
on the 9.
Okay.
This is kind of funny angle coming out of here. You got to kind of be careful. I try and, yeah.
Give that maybe a little more steam than she needed.
Unless she was playing for the 11, then
Maybe.
she hit it
Maybe. We'll just go with that.
Should just be like a stun over to the rail and back out. So, just like that. Great shot. Good hold. Just center top here, float forward and back out for the 8 in the upper corner.
That was a good shot. And she's gonna like this leave.
Now she's been struggling
Kelly,
here.
yeah, she has been. I
She
know.
has not finished her
She's
rack.
gotta,
So let's
she's
see if she
gotta
can
stroke
focus
through
on-
it and finish.
Yeah.
Oh, that's still.
I would
It's not center of the pocket.
I would recommend center to low on that shot 9 out of 10 times because you get the object ball rolling forward. In that case, when you do what she just did, if it
It still
catches
can
that
fall.
rail, yeah.
Yep.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys are sharing the stream. We really appreciate it. We're trying to build up the open stream page, just as we did with the Xstream page. And keep your eyes open. We got great things coming for Mad Apple Extreme. Little player break.
We got people coming in
Oh,
for
we're
the
gonna
8-ball tournament.
Catch
Starting
Julie
to fill up.
Eaton there. Let's see. Do we got corner room? Let's go there. Chris G playing there on table number 8. Let's see if he's any good. Nope. One shot. That's what he gets. Oh,
And
now
then
we
we
got
make a determination. Now we have Patrick. Is
Patrick
he any good?
Lynn. Is he any good?
Let's see.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. Oh, that was like a football moment there. I think he mouthed the words fudge.
Oh, yes. It's funny. It's a tell when the player throws their hands up there. You can usually know that they didn't get where they wanted to. Although, I will note that John Fields is one person you'll watch as he throws his hands up all the time, and he's perfectly fine.
I forget who was commentating with me, and they made comment to that because every time he would make a good shot, he'd throw his hand up in the air, and he was shooting, and all of a sudden you see him throw his hand up, and he must have hit it good. He threw his hand up.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh.
All right, well, Cheryl's coming back, and now we're just waiting on Kelly coming back.
Well, we have seen. Well, I don't know. Has Cheryl ever played from a deficit like this before on the stream? She usually is
She's usually
commanding.
leading,
Yes. Well, we're going to see what happens. As noted, I watched a number of the U.S. Open pool matches, and there were ones where someone had a commanding lead, and they ended up losing the match.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, Jason Shaw, his match was
I
that
know
way.
he was up 6-2.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, in credit, the gentleman he played really perfect once he was put in the spot and he had the opportunity.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
that Pale Check or Pale. I can't pronounce his last name. I don't remember exactly.
Yep.
But he put together, I think, 7 in a row.
Yeah,
And all Jason had when he came to the table was to play a safe.
well, and I just respect the fact that Jason, shook his hand.
Yeah, he did.
You saw him mouth.
Oh,
he
yeah.
played great.
Yeah.
There's nothing. He knew there was nothing he could do at that point. It's not.
That is the
you know.
one thing you do not have control over is how your opponent plays.
All right, Kelly back to the match. She's going to get things racked up, and we'll get things rolling here in this race to 6.
And what are we seeing the score? It's 4-1 now?
4-1, yep.
4-1. Okay.
So Kelly needs 2. That young man sitting at the end of the table just sat down on the breaking end is Damon, and
I'll bet he's going to
he-
be playing in the 8-ball.
he is going to be a champion.
Yeah,
that kid
he's-
plays lights out. His mechanics, we worked just a little bit more today on his mechanics, but I mean, well, he's had the benefit of quite a few players that work with him, but I've been working with his mechanics since he really started getting into it. Brings
he just-
grandma,
did he just
grandpa
give a
comes
fist
down
bump?
all the time, mom, dad, they all, he finds his way here no matter what. So,
That's great. I think he just gave Kelly the fist bump.
yeah, I'm sure he did. But nice young man and plays lights out. You'll see more of him, I guarantee it. That's a good break. Her cue ball
Mhm.
sat dead tight. Switch here. We'll see the replay of that. Just watch her cue ball in this break. And
Got it to squat right in the middle of
it
the
did,
table.
and nothing even kicked
Look
it.
at that.
Yeah.
It just dead stopped.
And made a ball, so has her options here. 7-8 tied up. The 9-13 look okay.
She must have
But,
put 2 balls in, huh?
I think I prefer stripes here.
She's going to do that combo. And put it in.
Good shot. She's
Yeah, it
got
was.
15 here to break out the 8. You just got to
Mhm.
be careful not to block the 12. So you're really just trying to. If it was me, I'd draw over and just kind of glance those 2 balls. You don't want to hit them very hard.
Oh.
Tied up to 12.
Exactly what you said she would not want to do.
Yeah, you just didn't want to push them forward. You
Yeah.
wanted to kind of slide them off each other so that they just got a little separation. So now she's got to deal with a reasonably hard shot and then try to get shape on. Not an easy ball to get shape on. I think just roll up and try and get by the 5 or so to leave herself the 13. So should be just a roll in the whole shot here.
Oh, good shot. Why is she throwing her hand up? She must not like where she ended.
Yeah, no
oh, she
shape.
rolled past the 3. Yeah, I was looking up at the table and could see it going dead in the pocket and thought, oh, that looks
Everybody
good.
watching knew you were
Yeah.
looking at the table because you announced that
Oh.
she made it like a second and a half before she made it.
Actually, yeah, it was rolling toward the pocket. It wasn't even in yet. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a good shot. Sorry, people. Didn't mean to give you a preview and spoil it.
It's tough, though. It's tough not to watch the table sometimes, especially in your seat.
Hmm.
That's a good kick. She hit it. Going to get Cheryl back to the table. Trouble in the 7 ball, and no great way to break it, especially with the 13 lying where it did.
Except if she can if she can make the 4 ball and give herself a little bit of the angle on the 2 ball,
Yep.
a little bit of, low right, she might be able to knock that 7-12 apart.
Yep. It's probably the best option she had. Well, now the 3
Now
would
the
probably
3.
be better, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's probably better that way anyways because I think she's more likely to end up with a shot.
Yeah.
I think it's tough when you go into this ball. If she even does it here, I don't know if she would, but this is when she should do it.
Oh,
Now
and
she's
now
going to be too straight.
now she's kind of, well, again, if you put some low right on this, won't
Shoot
you
the 1
hit that
here.
rail in? Oh, yeah.
Should shoot the 1 here, just miss the 13,
Uh-huh.
and then you got the break.
I rarely see Cheryl use low. I'm
Yeah,
wondering.
there's Damon's other mentor that's helped him quite a bit.
Oh,
is
Mike Lemire.
Mike
Yeah.
Lemire, yeah.
Sometimes don't you wish you could have we'd have to cross out all the swear words, but the bubbles above players' heads to know what they're thinking and what their plan is for something. It's kind of interesting. I mean, with the pros, you know what they're, pretty much going to do. But
Yeah.
when you watch amateurs, it would be interesting to know what they're thinking. Like, what is she thinking about that 7?
Is she thinking about the 7?
Well,
Of course
I
she
hate
is.
to get down to this
Yeah.
and not have figured
She's actually
something
got
out.
an angle here that she could have shot the 6 to come around and maybe break that 7 out, but a little more would be nice. So maybe
Would-
that's what she's trying to do.
Oh, she elected
Oh.
for safe. And again, trying to predict what somebody's going to do. And it's a good choice for her here.
Yeah, I agree. Well, she definitely doesn't want to let Kelly get to the hill. Kelly opting for a safe of
Good
her
hit.
own.
And
ending up
successful.
Terrific.
Yeah,
actually.
I would say.
She came out of that smelling
Oh,
like a rose.
if that had just bumped that 7 another inch or so, she'd be golden with ball in hand back to the table.
Got a little double bump
Kelly
there.
likes to
pushed
use
it
her
right
body
down, yeah.
English always to finish up the shot.
Whatever
I get a
works,
kick out of
right?
that. Exactly. I haven't seen any table action in the back room yet.
Yeah, they haven't started yet. They're still waiting on the cribbage tournament, but we got quite a few players today, so we're definitely going to have to get things
Right.
set up. Thankfully, it only takes minutes to get those tables back in place.
Do you have her phone number? I need to get hold of her.
I don't think I do. I
Okay.
think I just do the
Facebook?
Facebook
Okay.
thing. Maybe, though. I'll look. No, I just must do Facebook.
Okay.
Well, Kelly, does she get aggressive here? Does she continue to try and, I think,
Can't she, set up that angle and
yeah,
But
you can.
the
I
thing
mean,
that's unpredictable is what you end up with, though.
right. Yeah, I like this shot better. This
Yeah.
is what I thought she was going to do originally.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure. Just wouldn't try and get too cute here. I'd just make sure you,
Mm-hmm.
even if you give her the 6.
Right. Just get a little more separation there. Oh,
Good shot. Good shot. It's tough to get
Mhm.
safe here. I think I'd kick at the 5. Just roll it, pocket speed at the 5-7 down here. She is going to try and bank the 6. She
well, using the
banked
six,
it.
couldn't she effectively get the cue ball back down here in that area anyway, doing it off the six, ensuring that you have your
Yeah.
hit?
Yeah, you just hope you plug things up here if you don't make the ball.
Exactly.
But yeah, as far as an offensive shot, yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough to get this down table far enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's going to leave Kelly just about perfect. If she just rolls forward here, she should run into the 13 and push it the correct direction. Oh, boy.
Oh.
Yeah, she shouldn't have been afraid of that. She
Yeah.
just got to roll and bump that ball.
That was a case in point where she was playing, thinking about her cue ball and not wanting to go too far to the right, so she didn't cut the 12 enough. Well, Cheryl's got to look at the 7. Good shot. No, it makes sense. The 8 ball's in an interesting spot. Doesn't go past the 12, it doesn't look like.
Yeah, she's kind of looking at it. So you can bump that 8 easy enough here, but do you end up on the right side of
The 5.
five,
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably a smart shot.
Yeah, I think
like
so
this.
too. I think if the 8 had not been there, it would have been a given to go for the 6, but given this,
Still not easy to get shape here.
Oh boy.
Well, she got far enough at least that she's got a solid hit. She could bank this ball back, I think. Banks right back past her in the bottom corner.
Mm-hmm. All the big guns are here now for the 8 ball. Mike
They all walk in
Lemire, Ray
last second.
Scanador. I'll come walking in the last minute. Taylor Collar. Chris Knapp. Mark West. You know who I don't see that I always see. It's always here for the weekly tournaments is Craig Fowler. No Craig
Oh,
today. It's
Maybe he had a
strange.
bigger tournament he was playing in
Maybe.
this weekend. It's possible.
Maybe.
Well, she left that up. That ball goes,
Oh,
and I
it
think
does.
if you spin that nice, it comes over for the 13 in the same hole.
Well, that'll work. Except, do you play this to bump back into the 8?
Depends on how much. Yeah, I probably do.
Mhm.
It depends on how much I feel like I can hold this ball. If I feel like I could cut it, hold it, and just bring it down by the about where her hand is. That's what
Mhm,
I would try and
mhm.
do. But if I didn't feel like I could hold it enough, I would probably try and bump it. Well, Cheryl with a
Well,
great opportunity.
she
She doesn't
does
take
have a great
advantage here.
opportunity.
She's got nobody to blame. This one's on her because she should be out of this every time. They did great in Vegas, huh?
They did.
They
I hadn't
won the
realized that.
A's.
That
Is
was
that right?
back. Yeah, she said she and her team had won the state tournament, WSPA,
Mhm.
and then a few weeks later they went to Vegas and they went undefeated in their division in Vegas with that same team and won, and that was in May.
Great. Oh boy.
Oh, left herself short. Oh boy.
Yeah, she hit that ball thick, so the cue ball didn't come out
Yeah.
near as much as she would have liked it to.
Oh, just curious, if that had been your shot on the 6, would you have played that with a little bit of high left off the rail to come back more to the middle of the table, or would you have done a little bit of right to go
Mostly
2
left.
rails and come up?
Mostly
on the-
right.
Mostly right.
Yeah, I would have played that right. Yeah, mostly right. Maybe a little high. The bank queen going for the win. The only way she knows how. Uh-oh. Ended out short.
More than banking, though, I think for Cheryl, for us, it
Combo
was always the
queen.
combos. Yeah, she was the combo queen.
She told me I should make her a shirt like that.
Yeah. Well, this is now a great opportunity for Kelly to really take a commanding lead. And she puts it down in the side pocket to go 5-1.
Race to 6. Queen's match is looking to hold on. She has been the queen reigning prior to this. Cheryl was a challenger. We were supposed to have Laura Link today, and
Oh, you
hopefully
were?
we'll see her next week,
Okay.
hopefully. Not sure what happened there. So we're supposed to have the Jesters match starting at 1:45. We obviously, if Cheryl gets things going here, we could run longer than that. So if that happens, we just run back to back, and we'll run the Jesters as soon as we conclude this match.
Kelly's counting, but yeah, she did make the 1 ball. Yeah, and every stripe does have a pocket. Oh boy.
But she's had a few first shots that
Yeah.
she didn't execute.
Just felt rushed, like she really didn't set.
Aiming without looking.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just always got to remember the last thing through your head has to be make the ball.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you intend to do, you know, you got to make sure that that cue stick is going to strike in a way that's going to pocket the ball. Your percentage goes way up if that's the last thing through your mind every time.
Oh, she's going to combo the 6-15. I didn't even think about that, but there you go. Looks like that 13 goes past the 9, doesn't it? Or maybe she's got the 14. Yeah, she does.
I don't know if I would have minded the 13
I
past the
know,
9
I
if
know.
that
On
did
a
go,
second
though.
thought, if it did go, looks like that would have been the better choice. But as we've said before, they've proven us wrong
Yeah,
more
this is
than
where
one
I'd be trying
occasion.
to get up to that 13. Yeah, she's going to end up with the 11, though, maybe.
She is.
Might go. If not, the 9's still there.
I think it goes.
Got Levi over here. He's in the main tournament.
Oh,
I think he's, what, 6, maybe? 7?
I think that, yes, 6 is a very good guess because I didn't ask his age, but I asked Julie, I asked Levi what grade he was in. And he's in first grade. That
Yeah,
would be
okay.
6 years old.
I always get a kick out of when these kids play these younger guys that have just started playing themselves for the most part, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's a true test of your ego.
It is.
to,
It is.
to have a 5-year-old play a
Yes.
play a competitive game with you. You know, I mean,
Right. Right. They don't have a lot of the hang-ups the rest of us have
right?
coming to the table, which is an advantage.
Okay, Kelly taking
Oh.
look at that. That worked
She
out
got her
well. I think
body English to work there.
she's stick enough that she's not behind 13. It looks like she may have.
I think she's got it.
Where's she going with this though? Just roll up, play the 7 down by your left hand
I
here.
think
Yeah?
so.
Bottom right corner.
Yeah. Just gonna try to put it all together here. Yep. She's got a bridge over the 10.
Yeah, she probably would have preferred not to be jacked up, but as long as you relax through
Yeah,
this
she
ball,
could
and
get on the 3 and then leave herself the side pocket on the 2.
yeah,
she
she
could
bumped the 10.
Oh, she did. I would say
Nope.
leave it, especially
She
if you
said
moved it
leave-
closer to the cue ball. Makes it harder for
She
you.
did, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. These are tough
It
shots.
did allow her to bridge down to the table.
Oh, no go this time.
She got where she needed to on the 3,
She did.
but
But
failed to make the 2.
it is. Or the 7. Since
Oh,
the 7 is the one she
whichever
was
one.
shooting.
Whichever one she was shooting at.
Okay. Well, looks like she's going to start with the 10. Doesn't look like she's got enough of the 13, does it? Or maybe.
Yeah, I think she's just got to play that 10 ball. I'd play the 10. I would come over by the 8 for the 13 in the side next, I think. What about where she's looking? It's a natural shot to do that. You can hit it fairly firm and still feel confident you aren't going to get behind the 8.
Mm. She would have been happy with a few more inches.
Still okay here though. You got choices. That's the right one, I think.
Mhm.
It's just tough. You got to get on the side pocket here next, playing what she's playing. If she draws this enough, she comes out perfect. She's going to bump the 7 out and be dead on the 11 if she... Just a little bit of a hold shot. Oh boy, she drew the heck out of that ball. Kelly with the opportunity to take the win.
And she does have a good opportunity here.
Needs these
Nice
4.
stroke on the 3. Roll up the cue ball close to the side pocket. 2-8 and it would be done.
Yep. You could play the 3 here also, slide over for the 2 past the 8 and then the 7. It's kind of a natural line to run over.
Oh, yeah. I guess I have to count on the 7 ball, don't I?
What's that?
I only saw the 3 and the 2.
Oh,
I missed the
well,
7.
We've both done that one so far today, so.
Oh.
But there's a few patterns.
Well, you know what? She takes that 2 in the side and leaves herself the 7 down in this corner. Looks like it goes past the 13. And then take the 3 ball back up for the 8.
I think
That
this
works
is
too.
my natural pattern. I think
This one?
I slide over for the 2. I think she's probably going to slide over for the 7.
Okay. Oh.
Well, she
boy.
did come over,
She did.
but she
And
forgot
now
to do
she-
that part.
Made that a little interesting. Well, another opportunity for Cheryl.
Nine just come off the rail. That's all you got to do. Figure it out from there.
For amateur players, what would you guess the percentage is that affects your game depending on the style of the person you're playing?
See, I think that depends on the player. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I've always been one where I can relax and have fun. I don't have to be,
Right.
but that hurts you too. I mean, but it makes the game more enjoyable for me because of the fact that if I was critical of myself all the time, I'd just be frustrated all the
Yeah,
time because I
yeah.
don't play enough to play consistently. So I guess it just depends on the person. Some guys can't do that, like if they start losing to players that
Mm-hmm.
in reality they shouldn't lose to, they get mad at themselves. I just
Mhm,
don't care
mhm.
enough, to be honest.
Right.
But I have to not care because I don't get the opportunity to play the way I would like to. So I'm going to play inconsistent. So I just choose to play more of a banger style pool so that I can still enjoy the game.
Yeah.
But then you lose to people you might not normally lose to. So
Well,
my
that was a
game,
good
a
strike
lot.
job.
It affects me a lot when
Yeah.
I play because I have a tendency to play down or try stuff that I might not try in playing a serious or more serious match. But sometimes it makes you play better when you do that too.
Yeah. It's funny because watching amateur matches and you watch someone play and who they're playing against, sometimes it seems like the style of the player of their opponent sometimes affects the way the other person plays. I guess that's one of the things you learn to manage. when
Yeah.
you play a lot.
Next week the stream will be listed, Matt. So just keep your eye out. We had to do it this way this week. I mean, too many technical reasons to even necessarily go into here.
She got on the wrong side of the 11.
But yeah, so we're completely dependent on people sharing and clicking and doing all that kind of stuff this week. So thank you for your help.
Now, I
Ah,
wonder
see,
if
it's
she's just
working
going to
already.
play just to get out past the 2 and the 3, or if she's going to go 1, 2, 3 rails around and try to get a better position on the 8.
I don't think she can roll forward, make the ball. I think she has to go the 3 rails
Okay.
around would be my guess, but it's just the angle that I see from here.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, let's see what happens.
So this is where bridging practice is important, being able to bridge off this rail so that you can leave yourself a long enough stroke to come around and not have to poke. So see how she's
And she is. Yeah,
bridging
she's
back,
given
yeah.
herself, the longest that her fingers allow.
Yeah, there's no way to get that angle.
No.
She called it with confidence, but
She
I don't
did.
think there's any
I
chance
don't
she's got
think
that
so
ball.
either. I think her best shot is up here in this corner, kicking
Yep.
behind it.
Yeah, Matt, we have the Jesters coming up next and then the Knights. So, yeah, all the normal matches are playing today on the open stream. I'm trying to get that channel built up. We're going to try and reserve the X stream now for higher end stuff, and we're going to work on putting more of that together for you guys. So, we got plans. Well, she gave it a kick. Yeah, the open stream channel was more intended for this, and that's why we came up with it. Was for this, so we're just going back to our original plan. Kelly sees the blood in the water
She
here,
does.
I think.
She does. I would normally bet that she would be out here.
Well,
Still left herself a little challenging here.
All right, see if she can bear down and put this ball in. This is the one I talk about. I don't like rolling this ball. I like to give it a little bit. Hopefully she remembers to cut the ball.
And
she did.
that was, put it
right
down.
in.
And
So
that's it.
That's the
We
match.
didn't see the best from Cheryl today. Not her normal game. But there it is. Finished up 6-1. Kelly Nickl, reigning queen.
All right, guys. So make sure you stay tuned here. We're not long off, and we will have our Jesters match starting up. So stay tuned. We'll be back. Thanks
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Sean.
Thanks, Kendall.